Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC gonna take up the Arrows RC, the Arrows Trojan T-28. Right, left, up, down, right, left. It is an 1100 millimeter plane, and I'm gonna be flying in my 30% expo with 100% throws. My flap system has no elevator to flat mix because I don't think it needs it. So get turned around here. Wind is really doesn't matter. The wind is almost cross runway, so I can land and take off from any direction because I got to deal with a cross breeze no matter what I do. She's got a door that covers the front landing gear. She did have doors on the side of the mains, but they kept getting ripped off with grass, and then the little plastic mounts that hold them in place broke. So I just did away with them. I couldn't repair them, so I don't have those little doors, but the gear works perfectly, and those nose doors work just fine. They're spring loaded. As soon as the gear goes in, it pulls that door right back up. All right, running a 3300 HRB 3S all the way forward. All right. Staying on that center line, staying on my rudder, trying to anyways.
Gear up.
There we go. And that yellow on the end of those wings really help with orientation. As you can see, got plenty of throws on 100% throws, 30% expo. I wish I had some clouds up here today so you could have something in the background.
Landing flaps.
Now see, landing flaps are in. Well, she is kind of rising a little bit, but I would be normally going down. I must have took the flat mix out. Well, I don't think I necessarily need it.
Gear down. Flaps up.
All right.
Landing flaps.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, with the gear down, she starts going down, and that kind of compensated. Yeah, she's not really wanting to rise on me that much with the flaps down, with the gear down. Those two kind of cancel each other out. So, I mean, I am having to hold just a touch of down elevator, but not enough to worry with it. My wind has kind of died now. Maybe I can actually pull off a landing. Get up my center line here. There we go. All right. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
Go to our takeoff flaps. Get over here. Get on the center line. Stay on my rudder. Start easing into the throttle. Maybe. There we go.
Flaps up. Gear up.
Running a Lemon RX Gen 2 7-channel. Got to hold a decent amount of down elevator to keep her inverted. That's okay. Do love that yellow markings. They really help.
Gear down.
Bring that pass by again, this time with the gear down. And as I bring her by, closer by, I'll put the gear up. You can see it.
Gear up.
There. They go up and down pretty quick. Does need a little bit of down elevator. I haven't flown this plane in probably a year and a half. That is a good looking Trojan. Well, that is. That's full speed right there. I'm still full speed. I mean, she's not a rocket ship, but that's okay. She doesn't have to be. All right, I'll back off the throttle a little bit.
E down.
Let's see if we can't land from this direction, which I don't like landing from this direction. Don't ask me why. It's a better approach, but there's just something about landing from this direction that I don't like. Never touched. We'll try it again. All right, try it again.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps.
You're thinking, oh boy, a little silver and yellow speck in the sky.
Flaps up.
All right, kind of a smack and go.
Landing flaps.
There, that's much better. All right, we still got 26 seconds. We're going to do, that beep was my 1 minute timer. I don't know what timer that was. Probably my 10-second timer. Or 15, I don't know.
Landing flaps.
Oh, that's my countdown. All right. I just like landing from the west better. Even though it's a shorter approach. Okay. Yes, I know. I gotta change the audio prompt. That's annoying. But we're gonna do that again. I know I'm probably out of time, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Takeoff flaps.
Take off flaps.
Landing flaps.
There we go. All right, 21 seconds over on a 5-minute timer. Gotta stay on that rudder. Run a 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2 stabilized receiver. Does not have self-level, but it does have the wind gyro. Okay, and I have the gains on a knob. If she's really oscillating or really starting to move around a lot because of the wind, I can turn the gains up. If she's starting to oscillate to speed, then and because it's too much correction from the gyro, I can turn the gains back down. All right, so I've just got them up maybe a quarter right now. All right, this is a very stable plane. She really doesn't even just drop that off there. She really doesn't even need a gyro, but she is light, so that does help. 44%. 44% left, so that is perfect. All right, that's a perfect storage rate. Okay, and in case you ever have any doubt that Arrows is not made by FMS, you think that's the way it is? No, Arrows is made by FMS. See Porn Stash Bob? You'll find Porn Stash Bob in the new 90 Avanti, 18-year anniversary Avanti that they got. Same pilot, okay? Arrows is a product of a sister company to FMS, just like Lincoln and Ford are together. They're both Ford, but one's a Ford, one's a Lincoln, but they're both Fords. All right, folks, well, there you go. That is the Arrows RC, or FMS, Trojan. T-28 Trojan, great flying plane, great beginner warbird. That tricycle gear is a big help. Hobby Zone, I want to thank you for sending the plane out to me for a review. I am so glad you still run this plane. There'll be a link in the description of the video if you wish to take $10 off the price. They give me this coupon I can give to y'all, so you can take 10 bucks off the price. I mean, 10 bucks is 10 bucks. You put in the code, all caps, FGFRC, FGFRC, using the link I provide, and you can take that off at your basket. Put that in the coupon, and you can take it off the price of the plane. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for watching. God is good. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And then Trojans with Porn Stash Bob at the helm. Bye-bye.